Hi guys, today we are going to start with our weekly analysis. As you all know, I normally start with DXY. DXY is the pair that normally gives me the direction of the overall market in the Forex pair. So I'll see what DXY is doing. As long as DXY is giving me a specific direction, then other pairs in the Forex market will also give me a specific direction. So I come on the monthly time frame on DXY. What is DXY doing on the monthly time frame? I could see a series of correction and a pattern recognition on the monthly time frame. This is a correction. This is a correction. This is a continuation to the upside. This is also a correction, a months of correction or years of correction, and a continuation to the upside. And this is also years of correction as well. Definitely, we're going to have a push towards the upside because if you look at this level, the market consolidation for a while and it gives a big move to the upside, same as this level as well, big move to the upside, and the market has consolidated here. And similarly, the market is going to give another big move to the upside. So overall, that is my thought on DXY. Let's go to what the market is doing at the moment. So I could see, look at this, the way that the market took off from this area. I could see a double bottom around this area. I could see a solid base around this area, and the market has printed a solid base, a triple bottom around this area. This area took about how many months for the base to complete? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 months, almost a year for this base to complete. So that is a very solid base. So I will be in the right position because of this base to say that the market is going to move towards the upside, and the neckline of that consolidation has been broken. So let's go back to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, however, I'm looking at structural pattern on the weekly time frame. This is what I'm looking at. We have this series of consolidation, triple bottom. You can call it a triple bottom here or a head and shoulder pattern. As long as the pattern there is not really that important. As long as you know it's giving you a specific direction, it is a pattern that is giving a specific direction, which is bullish on DXY. So that's what is most important. So we have a touch here, we have a series of consolidation, we have a touch here, and we have a correction. The neckline has been tested. So the market went bullish, and we have series of consolidation around this area. 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks of consolidation around this area, and this is looking bullish engulfing. The bullish engulfing almost engulfed the previous candle. So on DXY, it is safe to say that I am bullish on DXY as of the moment. DXY is bullish. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll go back to my daily time frame. On the daily time frame, however, is where I'm going to be looking for the latest chart pattern. The latest chart pattern here is a double bottom that I can see, and I could also see a correction for continuation to the upside. So the trend line has been broken on DXY. So since the trend line has been broken clearly on DXY, so DXY next level target is going to get to this level, which is 0.01995 for the XY. That's the next level target, which is also the same as the 100% retracement of this level. So that's my prediction on DXY, and the next level target is going to be 103. 103 for DXY. So what I'm going to do is I'm already on this trade as of the moment, but if you've not taken this trade, maybe a little bit of retracement. I think all the levels has been fulfilled. Let's check, except if the market want to come back to this level. to test this level for proper bids before the continuation to the upside, which I will be adding more position if I see a retest of this level for continuation to the upside. However, I think that the market has already fulfilled this basis around this region. So we have a correction here, we have a push, we have a correction here, we have a push, and this is looking like a correction for continuation to the upside, except if the market want to come here, form a base, which most likely might not happen for a continuation to the upside. So if the market come back to form a base, then that's really going to be nice. I'm going to be adding more position. But if the market did not form a base, I'm already in this trade already. So it's just for the break of this level for a continuation to the upside. So that's my thought. Maybe on Monday, because of the war, there's going to be the gap in the market or something. But I'm already in this position. I'm already bullish on DXY. So since DXY is giving me a specific direction, then the same is going to be going to Euro USD as well. The next pair that I'm going to be checking is Euro USD. Euro USD is going to be giving me a direction as well. So we'll come back to a monthly time frame on Euro USD. What is Euro USD saying on the monthly time frame? We have a series of correction. We have this drop on Euro USD. Actually, I'm foreseeing a drop on Euro USD as of this week. The drop is going to be really good as of when it happened in 2021. That's the same drop that I'm foreseeing on Euro USD as of this week. So let's come back and see what price is doing. We have this correction, we have this drop, we have this triple bottom on the monthly time frame, and we have the push up, then we have the drop, double top around this area, then we have the drop. So initially I was expecting that the market is going to give a kind of an inverse. This is an inverse head and shoulder pattern for a continuation to the upside. However, market came here from a double top. So this is officially a triple top around this area for continuation to the downside. So this, we have a move towards the upside and we have a correction, a consolidation. This market has consolidated for a while. Let's check how many months the consolidation has been here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 months. So basically we consolidated for 1 year. So since we consolidated for 1 year, according to the law of price action, the same tip that the market range in is going to replicate the same tip. So let's see where our next level target is going to be. Our short-term next level target is going to be around this region. So we are expecting for the market to drop to this region. Then from this region, we'll know what next. But I think the market is going to revisit this level, this base, which is 1.0500. So most likely the market is going to visit 1.0500. So we're going to be taking advantage of this move. Initially, on the monthly time frame, I was contemplating around 2 levels. This level is also the initial level that I was looking at previously, because this level is a very strong level. So I was looking at this level. If you come on the weekly time frame, you're going to see it very clearly. Yeah, this was looking like the major level, the major support level that the market has broken if you check it properly. So this is now looking like a breakout, retest, then a continuation to the downside. Or you can see this level is also a major level that pushed the market upward. If you check this level, this is the level that resisted the market upward. This is the same level that pushed the market upward. So if you bring it downward as well, to this level as well, you're going to see that, however, either way, the market has already broken that region. If you see it clearly, I was expecting the market to come back to test this for the third touch of the trend line, but the market has failed to do that. So I'm expecting a drop, a continuation to the downside. So that's my thought on because the two level has been violated, the two level has been broken already from what I could see. And we have a series of consolidation here. Last week gave a bullish. I was expecting that this last week bullish momentum is going to push the market towards this side, but it failed to get to this level. So, and we have a bullish, bearish engulfing candlestick pattern as of last week. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm already in this trade for bearish move. At the 100% retracement, I'm going to get some position, but I'm expecting this market to break this 100% level. I'm expecting the market to break that level. So once the market break the 100% level, I'm going to be adding more position to this thing, because if you see, if you check on the daily time frame, I'm also looking for the nature of the previous correction. If you check on the daily time frame, this is the correction, this is the correction, and this is the correction for a continuation to the downside. So, and this is also giving us a nice counter trend line correction as well. So we're going to get to the 100% retracement for sure. And if we break the 100% retracement, then I'm going to be adding more position until we get to this level. So that's how I'm going to be trading Euro USD from next week, from this coming week onwards, because I know that this is going to be bearish. So the market is bearish for Euro USD as of the next month. This month to the next month, we're going to be looking at bearish momentum. So once the market open on Monday and there is no gap, I'm sure that the market is going to come to this place. If there is a gap, most likely the market is going to come to this place. So once the market breaks the 100% retracement, then we have a further drop to the downside. So what I'm going to be doing as well, if I am not in this trade, is I will go to my 1 hour time frame. If I go to my 1 hour time frame, then I'm going to be expecting a pullback on the 1 hour time frame, then counter trend line trade, pullback, counter trend line trade, pullback, counter trend line trade. So that's my strategy on how I'm going to be adding more position. Go to my 1 hour time frame. This was the pullback that I was looking at initially, although 1 hour is kind of very deceptive. If you see the counter trend line here, that was broken. So if the counter trend line is broken here, so you remember that you're going to be taking the trade like in this area. So if you see the market retrace back to this area, you're going to be thinking that this is already a double bottom for continuation to the upside. And this now gave a double bottom, retest of outer portion of the counter trend line, and continuation to the downside. So this is now looking like a base. So that's why I don't like going so much to the 1 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, however, is better. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I will just expect more move towards the downside. So that's my thought on Euro USD as of this week. The next pair that I'm going to be checking is GBPJPY. GBPJPY have been on my watch list for a very long time. I like the pair. It's looking bullish to me. It's looking very bullish to me. Even all the other pairs are looking bearish. It's looking very bullish to me. So we have this triple bottom base around this area. Since I've talked about Euro USD, I've talked about DXY. Those are the major things that I normally spend time to talk about. Euro USD and DXY. All other pairs will just follow suit, most likely. So this is a triple bottom on the monthly time frame. We have a push, we have a correction, we have a push, we have a correction. And this is also looking like a push. On the monthly time frame, it's looking bullish. That's all. Then we'll come back to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, however, Initially, I was expecting this to be a consolidation, so the market just reacted. This is looking like an exhaustion to me. That's why I did not take a lot of trade. In fact, I took a loss around this area. I think one of this in this range around this area. So the market broke out of the range. When the market broke out of the range towards the upside, so I was like surprised because this is looking like an exhaustion for a continuation to the down. I was thinking that the market wants to come and test around this level because it's looking like a gap. It's looking like the market needs to come and fulfill some level around this area. You know, either ways, I'm thinking that the market will still do, maybe not now or not yet, because the market is looking like a space here. The market is looking like there is still a space for the market to come back and fulfill. However, what I'm looking at as of the moment is what the price is doing as of the week. So this is what I'm expecting. We have a push. Monthly is looking bullish. Weekly is looking bullish. And last week closed indecision. So that indecision is looking not looking correct to me. Daily is still looking bullish to me as well. So what I'm going to be doing is this. I'm going to be expecting a further drop. I was expecting this market to come back here, test here for a continuation to the upside. However, there is a liquidity sweep in this area. So the market came back here, broke this level like a manipulation around this area, and is still struggling to go up. So most likely the market is going to drop back to this area, form a base for continuation to the upside. So DXY is still bullish. GDP JPY is still bullish as of this week. So I'm expecting a drop. In fact, my buy signal is still around this area. I'm expecting a drop to come to this area. This is where pending order. I have a pending order around this area. Let's see where I drew my pending order. So this is what I did. Yeah. My pending order is still here, and my stop loss is below this level. So this is the way, yeah, my stop loss is below this level. So this is my pending order. This is my stop loss. All my account, I have it. GDP JPY for a buy. It's still looking like a buy to me. It's not a sell yet. It's still looking like a buy. So this is my pending order. So the next pair I'm going to be checking is what I'm going to be doing on oil. Brent oil is also looking like a buy to me. Brent oil has been pushing up significantly due to the news, what is happening in the news, and we have a bullish monthly engulfing candlestick pattern. Brent oil is going to get to 120. It's going to get to 120, if not 160. I'm looking for Brent oil to get to 120. From 120, if we break 120, it's going to get to 160. 140, 160. So that's my thought on Brent oil. So we have this bottom here that pushed up, then this wall back and forth. Then this month is looking very bullish. So on the weekly time frame, however, we are having a series of bullish candle on the weekly time frame. So the neckline, which I was expecting for the market to test, has already been broken. So I'm expecting the market to come back to test this area for continuation to the upside. So however, if you come back to the daily time frame, the daily time frame is really looking bullish, very, very bullish. This is, however, already looking like a retest. This is where I'm expecting the market to come back and test this area, around this area. I'm expecting this market to come back and test this area, at least respect this region, come back and test this area for continuation to the upside. It's obvious there's a buy, but the nature at which the market is pushing up is already too linear. So I'm expecting a little bit of consolidation around this area for continuation to the upside. So, but if the market did not correct, this is already looking corrective push, corrective push, corrective push. If the market did not correct and break this level, and still giving me a bullish move, I'm going to take the trade for a buy. Because if you see the nature of the previous correction, it's kind of a petite kind of a pullback. Petite kind of a pullback around this region. Same here. And this is looking like a petite pullback as well. So if we have a break of this level, and the market is still giving me bullish momentum, I'm going to be taking a trade for a buy. Stop loss is going to be around this region. But however, if the market fails to break around this region, then the market will come back and test this region. Then this is going to be a better buy. However, overall, the market is still looking bullish. So this is my criteria for entering oil. A break of this level, I see a bullish structure. We're going to be buying as long as we have broken this level. But if the market fails to break this level, the market will come back to test this 90 region, 90K, 90 region, then a continuation to the upside. So this is going to be how I'm going to be placing my buy position on oil. This is going to be a better level to take oil for a buy. That's if the market is going to come back and test. However, if the market did not come back and test that region, we just have a straight buy. I'm going to be taking the buy position from this area. So depending on how the market is going to open on Monday, for me to be taking the order, either I'm going to be taking market execution around this area for continuation to the upside, or I'm expecting the market to come back to test this region for continuation to the upside. Either way, oil is buy as of this week. So the next pair that I'm going to be checking is AUD New Zealand. AUD New Zealand is also looking nice as well. This is what I'm expecting as of this week on AUD New Zealand. AUD New Zealand is actually consolidating. We have a push. We have a series of consolidation here. This market has pushed up significantly for a while without a major consolidation. And this is now looking like a consolidation to me because we have a push, we have a drop, we have a push, we have a drop. This is looking like a consolidation on the monthly time frame. So when I'm trading a market that is consolidative, I'm usually very careful because anything could easily happen on the monthly time frame. So if you see this is a base, you can assume this to be a double bottom. You can assume this to be a double top. So it's actually a consolidation. But a little way we can take advantage of this move is when we have a pullback to this region, then continuation to the upside to test this region as well. So when we come back to our 4-hour time frame, this is what I'm expecting to see on the 4-hour time frame: a drop to this level, then a push up to this area, to this either the resistance here or the trend line. So that's what I'm going to be expecting on the XY. So my buy position is going to be around this region. Stop loss here. TP is going to be around this level or this level. That's my thought on AUD New Zealand as of this week. The next pair that I'm going to be checking is, what do we have here? GBPUSD. GBPUSD is almost similar to EURUSD as well. Let's come back to our monthly time frame on GBPUSD. Oh, I did not draw this stuff. So GBPUSD is still looking similar to EURUSD. So we have this top here, this triple top around this area. Then we're in a range on GBPUSD, but we can take advantage of the range as well. So let me draw this level. This level around this region. So triple top around that area. Then on the weekly time frame, we have weekly bullish engulfing candlestick pattern on the monthly time frame. Then what I'm going to be expecting is, this is kind of a little bit tricky. This is looking like a inverse head and shoulder pattern around this region, but this is not true. This is a false inverse head and shoulder pattern. This is not, I've seen this before. I've seen it. It's not true. It's not true. So what I'm going to be expecting is this. I will expect a pullback. I expect a pullback to test this region. I'm expecting a pullback to test this region. These are the two things I'm expecting. on GBPUSD. I'm expecting a pullback to test this region for continuation to drop. This region for a continuation to the downside, or the market is just going to drop. I'm expecting to test this region for continuation to the downside, or the market will just break and begin to drop. So either ways, we are going to take advantage of the move. Why am I expecting a push towards this area? Most likely it might not happen. Why? Because there has been a consolidation around this. I'm expecting something like this, but most likely it might not happen. We can just have it just a push up, then a drop. Why? Because we have consolidated here one, consolidated here the second time, and this is looking like a third consolidation. So if we push back up again, it's going to be like tautology. There's something they call tautology in English. So let's see what the market is going to do next week. I'm expecting just a drop. I don't think the market is going to test here, but however, if the market tests here, it's not going to be surprising to me. So once we have a drop, I'll just take the sell for continuation to the downside. That's my thought on GBPUSD as of this week. Then the next pair I'm going to be checking is BTC. BTC is looking bearish to me as well. It's a consolidation as well, but I think it's going to come back to test this region on BTC. BTC is going to come back and test this region. So if you check, there's a series of consolidation around this area, multiple consolidation around this area. If you see the market is going to drop back to this area to test, I think BTC is going to be bullish in a while. In the long run, BTC is looking like it's going to be bullish, but on the daily time frame, let's see what the market is doing. That is where I'm going to be concerned about on the daily time frame. So I'm expecting the market to come back to this level, come back to this area, then drop. That's my thought on BTC. Come back to this area, then drop. Or 4-hour candle close, 4-hour candle close, counter trend line break, then drop. 4-hour candle close, counter trend line break, then drop. Either the market come back to this area, if the market come back to this area, it's going to be nice to short from this area. Stop loss is going to be above that high. Stop loss is going to be above the high. Stop loss is going to be above the high. But if the market just decide to test this structural region around this area, then drop 4-hour candle close, a strong 4-hour candle close, and you just sell for the break of the counter trend line because it's going to come back to this level. So that's my thought on BTC. I'm looking, it's bearish to me as of this week. Then the next pair I'm going to be checking is what AUD USD is doing. I think I took a trade for a sell on AUD USD. AUD USD on the monthly time frame is also looking bearish to me. We have a series of consolidation around this area. All the market is looking bearish to me. I think we're going to have a crash in the stock market as well. We're going to have a crash. So on the weekly time frame, it's looking like the market is really consolidating. It's not going to test this region. It's looking like it's going to drop back down. Then on the daily time frame, however, look at what I'm expecting in this market. We have a series of rejection around this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 daily candles has rejected around that area. So the market, once we have a break of this level, the counter trend line break, the market is bearish, it's going to come back to this level. Once we break this level, the market is going to come down. So if you're not yet in this trade, just wait for 4-hour candle break of this counter trend line. We're bearish. On AUD New Zealand, we're bearish. Once we have a break, 4-hour candle break, we're going to come back to the 100% retracement take out some level. Once we break these measures on, we are going to be fully bearish on AUD/USD. The next pair I'm going to be checking is Euro GDP. Euro GDP on the other hand is looking like we're going to have a little bit of bullish run. Let's check on the monthly time frame. Monthly time frame is looking bearish as well. So we have this head, left shoulder and right shoulder, big head and head and shoulder pattern around that region. We have weekly book move to the side. So this is going to be like a retracement. If you see the initial retracement, it's quite a retracement. If you see the initial retracement, quite a big move. The second one is quite a big move as well. So on the daily time frame, I will be checking the chart pattern that I can see. So I'm seeing a kind of a inverse head and shoulder pattern on this place. So once the market come back to test this region, I'm expecting a move back to the neckline. So my thoughts, my buy is going to be around this area. Then my stop loss is going to be around this area. So I'm going to be taking a buy pending order around this area. Around this area, my pending order is going to be around this region. My stop loss is going to be here. My TP is going to be here. That's my thought on Euro GDP as of this week. The next pair I'm going to be checking is USD SIC. USD SIC, sorry, I have a low bat. USD SIC is another pair that I'm going to be checking. USD SIC is another nice pair that I like. Let's see what the candles are doing on the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame is looking bullish as well. So we have like an inverse head and shoulder pattern on this monthly time frame around this region. Then we have on the weekly time frame, we have a consolidation around this region, a series of consolidation, and we have a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Most likely the market is going to be pushing up for a buy. However, this market is a little bit tricky because the weekly engulfing candlestick pattern did not break above, but it's still a buy. So on daily time frame, I've seen this pattern before. This is just a consolidation around this region for continuation to the upside. So I'm already in this trade for a buy. So we can still take advantage of this trade as well. So just the market execution on this trade on Monday if there is no market gap. So the market most likely is going to come back to this region, form a base for continuation to the upside. So that's my thoughts on this market. Is a buy. This market is not a bullish market. This market is not a bearish market. This market is a buy. So market execution on Monday for a buy at any region is going to be nice to take. It's going to be nice to take for a buy. So that's my thought on USD SIC as of this week. So that's going to be the end of my analysis for the week. And let's see how the market is going to play out for this week.